Hi there, Tony from TDD Construction, and today's video I'm going to show you how to price up jobs using HBXL software. Okay, I'm going to go through the simplest terms, so from creating a brand new job I'm going to go through from start to finish with you. Okay, I'm going to use a couple of examples, show you how good the system is so you can use the practices for yourself. Okay, and then what we're going to do is also time it. Okay, so we all know how long sometimes it can take to price up a job, and we get absolutely bored of doing it. Okay, so today I've got 6 jobs to price. I'm going to use this system. It will take me a few hours, get it done out of the way, bish bosh bash, back to other stuff. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy the video. Drop us a comment if there's a different system that you use that maybe we could look into. Okay, or any other practices that you use. Okay, we're going to do several videos within business in construction soon. Okay, so keep an eye. Keep posted for them. Enjoy. So what I've got here, I've laid out a few of my jobs that I've got to price up today. So what I'm going to do, start with one. So we have a dormer on this one. Just quickly click through. This one's an extension and a dormer. Have all your paperwork laid out ready to go. So we have here an extension and a dormer on top. Okay, so we're going to pick this one out. Get all the sizes and everything you require first, so it's nice and easy, simple, and then all you got to do is transfer all the information from this onto the software, and then it will work out for you. Okay, let's go with this one. Right, so this is Estimator Xpress 2022, which is part of the HBXL pricing software. What I've got priced up today is a 6.5 by 9 meter extension and a 4.5 by 6.5 roof conversion with dormer. Okay, so all you got to do is click on create a new job. What you also need to do, actually, before I remember, is when you first initially start this, go into the settings. Okay, you go in the settings and you can change all the prices for contractors, etc., to suit your payments. Okay, because they set up initially on what they're based on the software, so you need to triple check them, because I made a few adjustments just to make sure. So go back to this. All you got to do, you got 4 simple templates at the start here. You don't have to worry about the third one unless you pay for the extra, which is Plans Express, which is really good. I'm looking to it at the minute. You basically do 3D plans and stuff like that, which is really good. Right, so all we're going to do is quote from standard job template. Okay, and that's all you have to do with that. That's just if you're doing a single story extension and stuff like that. But we're doing two different prices, because we're doing roof conversion and extension. We're going to do quote from custom job template. So click on that. You see these choices here that you have: loft conversion, garage conversion, renovation, or customized build. We'll click on customized build for this one. And then you see this pop up here. It comes up. You can put the job name through, job description, job reference, etc. All these details. Fill them all in accordingly to what you need. I'm not going to put any client's details or anything on this. I'm just going to go through it to you and then do it once the video is ended. So you can also here review profit markup, review inflation rates. So you want to triple check all them, check your markup rates and stuff like that, so you know you are making a profit. So all you do then, click job, or click create job. Once it loads up, it will take you into the system where you have several different sections which you infill all the information in. So for us on this, we always click off allowed for decoration, because we find a lot of clients these days just say they're gonna do it themselves. If they want to do it, or if they want us to do it, we'll price it basically when we're there. So you've got the resource specification here. We go into this detail here just to make sure, as you can see, we always change the facing brick down to £2 facing brick. That's basically allowing for little bits and bobs within the extension build, which covers you all for that. Check all these other details. Again, at the bottom, plant and labour for excavation. You've got to obviously know if it's going to be a hand dig. You've got here excavation using manual labour or mini digger and driver. Okay, which I always have. Click OK, and all you've got to do then is just go through every single detail on this. On the right hand side here, so we've just clicked the resource specification. Okay, we've finished with that. Tick on the right hand side here, completed. Okay, then it minimises the window so you don't get confused, and then all you got to do then is go for each individual section one at a time, make sure it's all done correctly, and then you'll have a nice accurate quote at the end. So basement and retaining walls, we don't have to worry about that, so click off that. Foundations only, that's only simply if you're just doing foundations, click off that. External walls, we can add that because we're doing an extension. So you have all these different options here that you can use: stone face, timber frame, brickwork, etc. Click the one that's suited to you. So we're going to external cavity block wall, and then you do select, and then again have all these options here. So for us in this instance, it's going to be a single story with cavity wall. Select, and all you'll do then is put your meterage in. Okay, so we know it's going to be 2.4 high, which will change 2.5. Let's get the calculator, because we have 6.5 plus 9 plus 6.5. Okay, so we have a linear meter of 22 meters. They're all identical, and all you do is go through each section here. On the footings, obviously it's going to be a 0.6 with 600 millimeter. I always go 0.7 to allow. Sometimes the dig's a pain in the arse. Sometimes you're digging up other things with it. Always allow a bit extra, okay? So 900 down, which is all we need. That's all good. Yeah, that's fine. This is how simple it is. You just go through all the information required, tick yes, change it if you need to, and that's it, and it'll just pump out a nice price for you at the end. But it comes down to, I think once you put your terms and conditions at the bottom, which I'll show you at the end, gives you a 26 or 28 page quote, which also looks really professional. So yes, we've got the cavity, that's all sorted. There you go. With that there, okay, it's instantly giving us the price at the top here, you can see. Okay, so you can see at the top right, construction cost 16,655 and 76p. Okay, there you go, comes up with graphs and everything, which is really handy. And then again, slide over to the second bit, profits. So you have profits and overheads, adding them two together gives you your sale price. You've always got to allow for your overheads and profit, guys. So important. We all forget to do it. Internal walls, okay? So looking at the plans, yeah, we have an internal wall here. So, and upstairs on the other plan. On the other plan upstairs, there's nothing at all. It's just one big open plan bedroom. The only thing we have to allow for is a new staircase with fire doors. So, internal frame stud wall. Oh, okay. Stud wall, that's what we want. Okay. 2.4 high, insulated, plasterboard on both sides. Tick. Check if there's any openings, and then you want to put. So this one at the top is the length of stud walls required. So we need 8 meters. 8 meters like that. Insulation, yes. Number of doors, none. That's all good. So this here is both sides plastered, which we need. Not decorated, because we're not allowed for any decoration because we ticked it off at the beginning. And there you go. Okay, that's increased the price there straight away. This is how simple it is, guys. Nice and easy. Once you've done the settings originally at the beginning, nice and simple. So obviously we're now going to have to rectify the floor above because we were doing a roof conversion with a dormer. So we get down to attic suspended floor. Plastered and insulated. And we've got there. You see on these things, it's how simple it is. You just overhang the mouse over the description box, and it'll tell you a description of each section. So we've got this one here: clear span of floor joist. Enter the clear distance in meters between the face of the supporting walls, all upstands dependent on the section of floor you are estimating. So we're going to change that. So we've got, click on there and have a look. Just shows us which way the joists are going. So I'm change that to 4.8. And this one, end bearings for joists. Enter the distance in meters that the joist bears onto the supporting wall or structure. Note that if some joists are bearing onto the wall and some onto joist hangers, a small error occurs. If you wish to avoid this, consider each section of the floor separately. Right. That is 6.5. Okay, go 6.6. Every 400 centres. Always change the straps to 1.5 meters. Perimeter of floor to receive ceiling. So that's the meterage. So all we've got to do there. Calculate our distance. 6.5 times 4.5. 29.25, so we just say 30. Oh, not 130, Christ. 30. We'll allow for trimmers as well, haven't we? Okay, so 1.5. Oh no, that's numbers, sorry. So we're going to need 4 trimmers on either side. So 8. If you put 2 meters, that bears both, allows the distance for both from them. You need a lot of joist hangers. This will be 16 joist hangers. Joist hanger, joist boot, all these little simple things, just go through in each detail. Additional number of joist hangers, there's going to be quite a few, so let's just allow for 30. Plaster and decorated. Triple check that sometimes it doesn't quite change. Insulation overlap to ceiling edge 100mm. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Nice and simple, this guy, isn't it? And what we're in now. We are 13 minutes in. Nice and simple. Roof. We need to adjust this. We need to adjust a full hip roof into a half hip. So half hip roof. Again, all these different selections you can choose from. Yeah, half hip with fascias, insulation and plastering. Check which way the gable's going. So we've got 4.8. So I go back. Yeah. We don't know the length of the abutment. So what we do is for that we'll put 4.8. Needs to be more than that. The degrees are different. No, wait a minute. No, let's just put 4 meters. Sorry. Right. No, we don't want any decoration. Underside. Yeah. So on this, underside of rafters plastered. Yes, because it's obviously gonna be vaulted. Left open. So there you go. That's what I'm done. Attic's dormer. So we want a tiled dormer to hip roof. Yep, perfect. Big dormer window. So we've got that there. So the height is 900 mil. It's definitely bigger than that. Oh, last time. Right, hours to form, open, construct front sides, including ply. Can't see that, this number's just gone over. So, obviously it's going to be a few days. That's going to be, you know, a day or two, isn't it? So let's allow 20 hours. 20 hours accept. Yeah. So that's all you do, each individual section, just triple check it all. If it's right or not, change the documents, the information on it, and that's it. Bay window, don't need that. Solar panels, don't need that, so just click completed. Structural openings, there is none. So we don't have to worry about that. External doors, so we have sliding door. So this goes just like that. My mouse has been a bit slow now on computer. So what you can do obviously on the allowance of your job, because here it's a 3-pane bifold. Alright, so you're going to choose that. It comes on the detail of the estimate, what you've allowed for. So if it changes at all to what you've allowed, it's there in black and white. You say to the client, I've over allowed or I haven't allowed enough. This is what I've initially allowed, and that's it. So we've got here, it's bigger than that, so we've got wide, 3.5 meter bifolds. Completed. So I've got windows. You got all the selection here. PVC hardwood, custom windows, which goes selected, templated windows. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, nice and simple. 3 windows going in, and then we've got 3 roof lights as well. So let's choose, because there's some big windows, that one, 3, okay, job done, completed. Right, there we go. So I've got LED light on my face. It's blinding me partially. I always allow 4 electric opening ones. Don't allow for anything else, blinds or anything like that. Three of them. Just 3 minutes, let's triple check. Yeah. 3. So the extension itself is a flat roof extension, and that also has a roof light in it, but it doesn't show on that side of the plans. Funny. Right. Got aluminium hipped one. Again, we're just allowing this because there's no much details on it or anything. So you point this out to the customers that this is what you've allowed for. Until you get further details, you can know exactly what you need. 1, 2, 3 internal doors. Just put a 6-panel smooth for now. 3. Rooms, don't worry about that. Plastering it's allowed for. Decoration we're not doing. Structurally there isn't anything. Off the plans I've got anyway, so you can just tick that off and then we can triple check it once the client get back to us with more detail. Don't need any of that, wall and sundries. Right, stairs, we need stairs. So we've got a half turn stairs. Always go 16. Because you haven't been to the job, allow for more. Click through all the details on that. Renovation, demolition. Don't think there's anything we need to do there. Plumbing and electrical, I don't allow for because it's just an absolute faff. Ends up being more hassle than it's worth every single time. So I don't bother with that anymore. You should wind me right up. Soak away, drain runs. Because on this one, there is a main drain going right through the extension. So there's going to be 2 points of the extension on the groundwork side of things where you're going to have to do a build over. Build over means where a main run of foul pipe goes through the extension. You have to get permission from, for us it's South West Water because we're down in the southwest. You have to get permission to be able to build over it. All that means is you've got to leave a section out of the footing, put a concrete lintel over the footing, inside course and the outside course, and then you can build them back up as per normal. And then it's alright, so once you do them ones, so on this section here, the drainage and services, okay, we've added the estimating calculators for them, and then you go over to this side here, add worksheet, click on that, allow for a drain run of 600mm deep. We need to allow for, which I'll go back and add actually as well. Inspection chamber. one of them as well. Soak away. Medium soak away. Completed. Right, external works. Always allow for site strip for an extension. Used by a mini digger. Length of the site to be cleared. So this here gives you the width of the site to be cleared. It's definitely not 40 meters. Massive. So allow 12 and 10. That's that, perfect, sorted. Landscaping, not that I know of. The good thing with this as well, guys, once you save it onto the system, you can always come back, make alterations to it. So if you need to add, like then, landscaping, once I talk to the client, if they want some bits and bobs, come back, price it back in, send it back off to them again. Nice and simple. So on here, the prelims and sundries, always check these. So site mix, cleaning, always allow for cleaning, okay, because there's nothing worse than a shitty site, and that is what the clients remember you for when you leave, okay? We've always got a big thing of we clean every single time. So for us, essentially every Friday, we ensure the site is fully clean, absolutely pristine everywhere. So then if the clients want to walk around, have a look what's been going on, you know, they can safely. And it's out of respect as well, you know, someone's property. I don't know why people leave it in such a mess, it's disrespectful. Okay, respect where you are, keep site clean and tidy. So here we are on the cleaning. So it's going to be a large, always allowed for a large house cleaning because we're going to be in and out. Upstairs, up to the dormer and stuff, so it's going to be a little bit messy. Carpet protector down, etc. All those little bits and bobs. So roof and sundries, click on this. This is for fascia and stuff. Sealant, CT1 is the only one to use. Right. Keep doing that. Oh, push the wrong button there. Right, so time for joiner for fixing sundries. You'll allow an hour to do that, or hours. So to do all the soffit and fascia on that, on an extension and a dormer, it's going to be a few days, isn't it? So let's say for all the bits and bobs, 40 hours. Allow for lead. So for the lead, because you don't know what you're gonna need or require, I always go up to the 3 meter by 600 millimeter code 4. I always allow for that, and I always allow for 2 of them, just in case, and then allow 10 hours, because you never know when you've put the job up and the extension up. There's always little bits where you need to start leading up and stuff, the upstands, other additional places which you didn't see or allow for previously. So scaffolding is going to be for large house. Site establishment, which you need. So we're going to do it for large house. You can choose, obviously, use the customer's toilet and stuff. We never do that. They don't want us in there, and it's more faff if you got to take your boots on and off all the time. Sundry, so allow for large house. So on this, guys, it's the wear and tear, isn't it? The wear and tear of our mixers, our barrows, all these little bits and bobs. You've got to allow for, because it's going to cost you money. You're doing the job for that client, okay? So you're using your materials that you've bought, not your materials, your tools. You've got to allow some costs that you're going to lose, obviously, wear and tear on all your products. So you've got to make sure you allow for all that, because at some point you're going to have to replace them. It's not massive, you know what I mean? It's minimal, but it soon adds up. If you don't do it, and your tools are getting destroyed because of the job you're already on. So here I'll allow for mileage as well. Allow for all of us. Back and forth to merchants, and so on and so forth. Right, that's all done. So that's all of them now. Unless you can get a quotation from a subcontractor, you can add this at the very bottom here where it says subcontract quotations. I don't do that because I do it all ourselves. Right, so you can see here construction cost, profits, sale price. Right, all you do now is you have to click on the build program. It loads up, gives you a Gantt chart, okay? We'll go through here the hours and stuff that comes on, hourly rates, so on and so forth. Click finish, boom, there you go. How good's that? It's absolutely mint. So you got what we now, let's have a look. 30 minutes in, and we've got a full price of a job, which is an extension and a roof conversion with dormer. So it's a big job. It ain't gonna take you 30 minutes to do that if you're doing it without using the software, no chance. It'll take you several hours, let me tell you that. I'll get all 6 jobs done within that several hours that you would have done 1. That's how efficient this is. And remember, time is money, okay? So, as you can see here at the top, start date, and it goes right through. Let's take it down. So from there, you can see it drops down to site setup. So when you're starting the job, commencement is the build up, so you pre-organising stuff, we should be anyway. Demolition, foundations and drains, so on and so forth, concrete and footings, and then there you go, scaffolding, block work. And you just follow this. If you're following this schedule with the dates, etc., okay, you just slide it along to the end. There's a little allowance there of a couple of days for cleaning up. If you follow this schedule, you should be making profit, okay? You need to be sticking to that. If you've got lads that are just doing, you know, willy-nilly, and they're doing bits and bobs here and there, it's no good, is it? You need to be sticking to these dates, see? Duration, how long they should be taking you to do certain jobs. If you're not doing that, it's coming out of your pocket, which we're not here to do that, are we? What we do then, click on the outputs, written documents. As you can see here, you've got all these different graph reports, data reports, which is really, really handy. There's so many of them. You know, you can get that in your own detail and stuff, but just to name a few, if you've got sale prices, cash flow, that's what it is. The costs of subcontractors and stuff, or each trade. But all we do for here, click on quote for main estimate, open that up. And then you've got your nice quotation with 26, 28 pages, whatever it is, and then give that to the client. All right, it's too zoomed in, so let's zoom out, there you go. So all you do here, you can change all this description and stuff. Obviously put the client's name, site address, then just work your way down. And then that, once you put that information at the beginning, it comes all on here. So on each page, they know what the site address is, what client it is, and it automatically fills it all in for them. Okay, the good thing as well is this bit here. Okay, well, I don't know, I'm highlighting everything here. No, I don't like that. Considerations. This estimate is based on the specification described herein. Any changes to drawings or specification would be treated as a variation and may be subject to an agreed price adjustment. Very important to have that in writing, because we all know what the prices of materials are like these days. Plus, when you start a job, there's always a couple of little bits here and there you didn't know about because you're not got X-ray vision, which people should understand, but they don't. You're not a goddamn X-Men, are you? So this estimate is valid for a period of 28 days from date issued. Okay. There you go. It'll have your name, as you see in mine, and the company. And then here we go. It gives you a quick summary for the client. Just go to there. There you go. Each breakdown of each individual section of the job. Okay, all the way down, and then excluding VAT, including VAT. Total of the job is 151,747.42p. Okay, so it's narrowed it down nice and accurately for the customer. And then you go down even further, and then it goes into a bit more detail of what the pricing's for. Okay, so you go, so the site setup, the sundry plant here, it's telling you about the hose pipe wheelbarrows, all these bits and bobs, and the foundations, what you're going to be doing, drains, so on and so forth. As you can see, I'll just slowly pop my way down. Let's go like this slowly for you. Masonry shell. Tells you about the doors, the description, the materials that are going to be used. So just say for here, floor joists, floor trimmer, etc. Sawn, dry, graded, structural, software treated. 47 by 200 millimeters. There you go. So it goes in nice detail, guys. All right, which is what you want. The client's going to see this then. There you go. So we've got 24 pages. So the client's going to see this and go, okay, that's a lot more professional than what I'm used to on a bit of paper. No, like a Word document, like we used to all do. Well, I used to do. Obviously, I use that for smaller jobs. This is mainly for bigger jobs, guys. All right, smaller jobs. You should know what your hourly rates are and your overheads to make sure you're covering your profits and stuff. We're running a business at the end of the day. We're not a charity. Else we might as well just go work for someone, basically. Right, at the very bottom, well not at the very bottom, near the bottom, you have an acceptance of the estimate. This is for you and the client to sign. So if the client agrees on that price and the work, you ask them to sign it, date it, you do the same. You've both got a written document that they've agreed the price and they're happy with everything, okay? And again, sign another bit of documentation. And then down the bottom, okay, go through all your terms and conditions. So I've got 4 pages of terms and conditions, all right? You've got to have this because people got to understand if they're delaying something, it's costing you money, okay? You're not going to pay for their delays. Why would you do that? It's not a business. It's not the best way of running a business, is it? So there you have it, guys. I hope that's some help to you. Drop me a comment below. Like I said at the beginning, let me know what software you use or what practices you use. If you just do an hourly, daily rate. If you do that, let me know. If you are doing that, try and think, you know, you've got to allow for overheads. Overheads, profits, allow for that. We are going to be doing a video at some point, which I would like you to keep an eye out for. It's going to be about the overhead recovery and how to work it out, and there's going to be different ones on margins and stuff like that, okay, just to make your business more efficient and get those profits up for yourself, which is what it's all about, because we're the ones that are putting all the hard work and the effort in that people don't see, okay? So we're on site, we do the work there, we come home, we're in the office, we're pricing, paperwork, non-stop, okay? So for any director or self-employed person, we all know how hard it is, okay? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.